maybe you were wrong for the first. Waiting just to see the light. When did this become a fight? Struggle.
Hello and welcome to the stream. I am Lethal. So I do this twice a week at the moment, just with COVID happening. There's just not as much news as there normally is. So I'm just going to take you through what I do. So I record a podcast called Morning Brew. It's for the website NovaStream. So basically it's just morning news. So it's movies, games, streaming, and just a bit of general pop culture stuff of what's going on. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of do it live, broadcast it on Twitch, see how she goes. So this will also record and be posted on the podcast, which is exciting. So usually comes out, I try to have it done by 6 a.m. But this morning I was on the radio show that I do weekly. So I can't always do it that early based on that commitment. So I've left it a little bit later today because I also wanted to do this live on Twitch. So let's dive right in, shall we? So I'm just going to start recording the podcast. All right, that is all ready to go. Are you ready? I'm very, very excited. Very excited. All right. So I'm just going to bring up my script and start with the intro. Good morning and welcome to NovaStream's Morning Brew. I'm your host Lethal, here to take you through all the latest in movies, streaming, games and pop culture news. Jumping right into movies and streaming news now, the DC animated universe is rebooting after the Justice League Dark Apocalypse. And see, this is the fun part, is I put stuff like this in and it trips me up every time and my camera is shaking because my seat is too high. That's better. All right. So if you hear me say edit, it means that I've stumbled over my words and I'll re-record it. Sweet. Edit. The DC animated universe is rebooting after the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War ended the connected universe. One of the first films is Batman: Soul of the Dragon. Set in the 1970s, it's an original idea and not based on any comic or pre-existing story, which could be a great place for DC animation. The cast was announced this morning with Mark Dacascos, Michael Jai White, Kelly Hu and David Giannulli as Batman/Bruce Wayne. NBC streaming service Peacock is busy greenlighting brand new shows, with YA novel One of Us is Lying given a series order. The show's being greenlit with 8 episodes and follows the story of a group of 5 people who walk into detention and only 4 walk out alive. We will have more news on this as it develops. Netflix is hard at work on their Avatar: The Last Airbender series. The original creators of the show, Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, has confirmed that they've left the project after months of working. The pair have cited creative differences as the reason for their exit. Time will tell if the project continues with their absence. The second season of The Witcher is set to resume production in the UK on August 17th. The showrunner Lauren Hisrich tweeted out a photo with her partner Steven Surgic socially distanced and wearing masks on set. The first season became an international smash for the streaming service, and the anticipation for the next installment high after a great reception to season 1. I, for one, am still singing Toss a Coin to Your Witcher at least every week. Warner Media CFO John Stevens spoke with The Hollywood Reporter overnight, confirming that more films would be suffering a delayed release. Stephen confirmed that the 2 films up in the air are Wonder Woman 84, which is expected in October, and Dune, expected in December. While we have no official word yet, Christopher Nolan's Tenet is due for release in Australia as soon as next week. However, with more and more COVID-19 cases popping up in every state each day, it could also suffer the same fate. We will definitely keep you updated. Legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese has signed a multi-year deal with Apple to develop films and television shows exclusively for Apple TV+. The Hollywood tycoon will use his production company Cicalia Productions to make the films. His next movie, Killers of the Flowers Moon, stars Leonardo DiCaprio, with Apple set to finance $200 million to make the film. Amazon Prime and STX Films are reuniting with Dave Bautista for My Spy 2. The film was a moderate hit for the studio and apparently earned enough interest to warrant another installment. Now, it is important to note that there are no official deals in place at this time, but we will of course keep you updated. In gaming news now, The Last of Us 2 is set to receive a huge update today, with developer Naughty Dog confirming a grounded difficulty mode, 2 new trophies, unlockable modifiers, a permadeath mode, and new features and improvements. The game's been out for over a month, and this is the first big update since its release. Xbox have confirmed that their holiday release of Halo Infinite has been delayed to 2021. The announcement came from developer 343 Industries, who stated that they need extra time to finish the critical work necessary to launch the game. Now, part of this could be the overwhelmingly negative reaction to the game's graphics in the recently showcased demo, which could have also led to a back to the drawing board type of scenario for the studio. With no other big original titles for launch, it could leave Microsoft lagging behind the next-gen console launch that they were so keen to push forward with in the first place. Speaking of which, we now have a release window for the next Xbox Series X console set to come in November this year. Microsoft have confirmed that there will be 100 titles optimized for the Xbox Series X, as well as featuring thousands of games to play across the 4 generations. The console will feature hardware-accelerated DirectX ray tracing, frame rates up to 120 frames per second, faster loading times, and quick resume for multiple games. Now, upon the console's release, there'll be more than 50 new games planned for the first year across generations and optimized for the system. These include Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, Gears Tactics, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and Watch Dogs Legion. With smart delivery, you will only have to buy these games once to play the best versions for your console across the different generations. Now, there will be new games developed for Xbox Series X and launching with Xbox Game Pass, including exclusives The Medium, Scorn, and Tetris Effect Connected. If you have a console version of the game Control, you won't be getting a free upgrade to the next-gen version unless you own the Ultimate Edition. Now, this comes at a bit of a knock to fans of the game who are eagerly waiting fresh content. If you buy the Ultimate Edition, which has just about to come out, the upgrade will come in form of a digital update, which will give you PS5 and Xbox Series X versions of the game, as well as all the DLC and extra stuff that's coming. Now, there's been a little bit of a backlash over this and could see the decision reversed, while so many other studios are offering free upgrades to next-gen versions of their games. Ghost of Tsushima has provided an upgrade option for players who own the standard version of the PS4 game. You can pay $11 from today and receive access to the Digital Deluxe Edition. Now, this includes a 45-minute behind-the-scenes documentary, in-game goodies, and an exclusive PlayStation 4 theme based around the game. Other inclusions feature a digital art book, one technique point, a charm of Hachiman's favor, a Hero of Tsushima skin set, and director's commentary on the game. You can check out our review of the game via our website at novastreamnetwork.com. And that is it. You are all caught up on the latest movie, streaming, and gaming news. As always, I am your host, Lethal. If you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, please give us a rating, leave us a review. It really does help other people find the podcast. If you want to watch me, you can catch me on Twitch and watch me do this live. Edits and all. It's been a lot of fun this morning. As always, all of our latest reviews and news at our website, novastreamnetwork.com. I am Lethal signing off, and I will catch you all on the next episode. So that was it. That was the run through of the script. Only 2 edits in there this morning. I've only had 1 coffee, so that could be why. And it's a little bit later in the morning than I usually do this. So if you do want to listen, it's called Morning Brew. It is available on all of your podcast platforms. I'll do a couple of these a week on Twitch because it's a bit of fun. It helps me see myself and get a bit of news out there. So thanks for watching. I will be back tonight with a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next stream.